Alright, I officially concluded that the problem is not really the internet connection signal, because I got a good connection signal at home. From what I can tell so far, I got a good connection here. And yeah, I'm guessing like it's not YouTube either, because if it's the connection, if it's not the connection, it might be the website. All I know is like I've went through a few tablets that were cheap, like we're talking, roughly $50, and I never really had an issue with the video constantly. The connection is lost, and I have to re-record. And I got videos where, like, I'm starting to say something about women excusing themselves at restaurants to and they say this to their people they're sitting with at the table. Oh, excuse me, I gotta go to the ladies' room to change my tampon. But yeah, that's how my last video ended off, except it got cut off. And it's going to look really strange. If my videos weren't strange enough, just imagine, strange videos that are sort of cut off. That as hard as it may be for someone who isn't me to follow the video, it may be like difficult to someone who's doesn't know my thought process, doesn't know me. All they know is I don't really open my mouth and mumble. I'm just like, I specifically said I wasn't going to say that again, but that's someone made a reference to one of the first set of videos I made, or at least one in particular. But it's just set because I just much like the videos I made tonight, I just go back and forth. But I learned, if one thought I had in mind, just if someone were to go to school and study TV and radio, if they come in as sometimes you may want to audition. Sometimes it may just be academically based as far as what you want to study. I know film, from what I heard, is kind of a combination of the two as far as what I know. But basically, I'll go back to my example in a second, but I remember someone was talking about Jon Stewart and how the first few episodes he taped was sort of awkward compared to the final episodes he's taping now, and all the shit that Trevor Noah is getting now that everyone knows that that's going to be the new host of The Daily Show. But not to promote Comedy Central in any way, because they're not giving me any kickbacks as far as ad revenue. But yeah, if you were to if I were to go back to school, or if I were to get another bachelor's degree in communications, or specifically radio, there's certain words sometimes I'll get back to that, maybe I won't. But yeah, there's specific I forgot what point I was trying to make, but the point I'm trying to make now is, if that's something you want to pursue, and if you go in as a first year student, and there's some sort of reason you're paying tuition, whether even if it's on the base of independent study and these are assignments you have to do, at some point, you're going to get better. You're going to reach point B, and point B is, I'm assuming, or not assuming, I'm talking about your maximum potential as compared to where you were when you had this first endeavor to want to speak in front of a camera. So where was I going with that? Yeah, I just had this cop. Anytime I see a cop passing slowly, or I've seen cop cars pass a few times. So the first thing I think of is not really a guilty conscience, but there's times where cops stop me for no reason whatsoever. I told my mom, I got stopped twice because I was on my bike, and my mom was like, "They stopped you on a bike, but and that's Gainesville." So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, reaching your full potential and ways of getting there. it's not only enough to like keep making videos. Like I can make videos till I'm blue in the face, and that criticism will probably follow, and I would want to say gain a following and like get worse. But what I could do is sort of like not only just continue to make videos and be susceptible to like the same criticism, but I could sort of like, and this is where like the point I'm trying to make, take heed of the criticism and perhaps use it as something for me to like work on and improve upon, and hopefully at some point I can just sort of be at a stage to say, okay, y'all want to see something funny? Like, okay, here it is, like 2016. Take a look at a video I shot 3 years ago. I remember, I keep dropping his name a lot, not to promote his like channel or anything, but anyway, I only say that because this I want to call him an asshole, but I guess he could be perceived as like an asshole, or I want to call him an asshat, because there's times where it can come off as like having his head so far up his ass that he wears it as a hat. I saw him like tooting his own horn in one particular video, and not just, I mean, I could point out one particular video, but I could sort of, I can only like point out more than one video as to how he like puts other people out there, and not just like other people on YouTube. Whether I had the camera at the right angle, I had to stop that. Okay, I had to stop for two reasons. The first reason why I stopped was I actually saw a car that looked more like a it looked like a go-kart, but it was just it was actually, it was a car, but it looked more like a big toy than anything else. And once I saw it, it just captivated my attention. There's times, that's the theme for tonight, between cop cars passing and the paranoia of, public urination. I didn't even get into that, but if I've been guilty of like any crime, I should have been arrested by now for public urination. I've had to run on the subway platform from cops. Someone tipped me off that they were about to arrest me, so that's when I took off. So yeah, after there was a bunch of motorcycles, but once I saw that car, I said, okay, let me try to get this on tape. But yeah, I can do this all night if I wanted to. When I say all night, I could do this until my it's funny because I'm going to bring the cops up in a second. Basically, I got to take a piss, and that's something that I'm not going to get on camera. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that, and then after that's done, I don't know. Yeah, I may just, yeah, it's, right now, as tempted as I am to piss on a bum, that's something that I would never do. I've heard of stories, and I'm sure it's happened, where people piss on homeless people downtown because they think it's a joke, and what's not a joke is like when you light a bum on fire. But yeah, I'm stopping this video for the simple fact that aside from like from obvious reasons that people could probably name in the comments, actually not only do I have to piss, but I actually have to find a place to piss where I won't get flagged by a cop looking to catch a collar. So Actually, I think I might just go in the same place I was in before. One good thing about Charlotte is they have like a good fair share of like back streets that's not in the main strip that are, it might be easier than, let's say, other cities where you might be going to jail. Like the best example I can give you is the World Trade Center PAF station. I was on a train from Newark, and for obvious reasons, this is my last story. I was on the train from Newark, and I was saving this piss, from Newark, New Jersey to, downtown Manhattan. So, by the time, I actually thought there might even be like a bathroom in the station. So I'm asking, and like when I get out the train, I'm asking someone if there's a bathroom inside the station. He says no. And I asked someone else out the station, and the answer he gave me, prompted me to go right to the corner. And he kind of sort of gave me a piece of wisdom that it will be in my best interest to take his initial suggestion of walking 2 or 3 blocks to the store, for the simple fact that there were at least 200 cameras in the area, where if I take a piss and if I don't get collared, it would be at their discretion for them not to collar me. So yeah, I went to the store 3 blocks down. The person, the employee I asked, basically said the bathroom was broken. So I took a piss outside of their store. I mean, I didn't take a piss on their store, but it was on a sidewalk next to the merchandise. Yeah, and yeah, there's some stories I don't intend on repeating, or personal experiences. There might be, I got stories for days. I mean, not like R. Kelly stories, but yeah, stories that might be worth repeating for these types of videos. Not to make me sound like a clown, but before I appear to be more like one, I'm just gonna sign off this video. Just say peace out.